What's up, residents? Hope you're all doing fantastic. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, left us with a lot of questions. Like, why did the technology of the world suddenly get 10 times better than it was in Godzilla 2014? Or, if all the Titans were controlled by an alpha, why did none of them wake up when Godzilla first defeated the Mutos? And most importantly, why the heck did they have to bring up gonorrhea? All jokes aside, we are going to talk about why Ghidorah was trapped in ice during the beginning of Godzilla King of the Monsters. How did he get there? And most importantly, what was the cause to him being frozen? Before we get to the video, I wanted to mention how we were able to make this video today thanks to the good people at Squarespace. More on that at the end of the video. Residents, this is Jacob, and that's the topic for today. Let's get to it! So here's a question for you guys. What was going through your mind when you first saw King Ghidorah frozen in ice while you were watching King of the Monsters? I'm sure you were thinking something along the lines of, how did this happen? While it was assumed that Ghidorah was imprisoned in this icy tomb after his battle with Godzilla, there was never actually any proof of this other than the cave painting that featured the G-Man and Ghidorah fighting in the ancient past. And this assumption was locked in stone all the way until director of Godzilla King of the Monsters himself, Michael Dougherty, confirmed that this was indeed what happened in the Monsterverse. When he was asked why Ghidorah was trapped in the ice of Antarctica, he replied, "Ghidorah and Godzilla fought for the crown in ancient Antarctica. Godzilla won." So while the majority of viewers already assumed that Ghidorah was trapped due to Godzilla, this was the official confirmation. While this was cool and all, it still didn't answer why he was actually frozen. If you take a good look at Ghidorah here frozen in the ice, you can clearly see that he wasn't frozen while he was sleeping or knocked out from a battle, at least that's what I see. It looks like the three-headed monster was frozen almost instantly, as you can see that all three heads are in different locations and appeared to have been active while they were being frozen. Also, you can notice how his claws were stretched out almost like they were grabbing for something. All of this makes me come to the conclusion that Ghidorah was instantly frozen, apparently while he was in the heat of the battle with Godzilla. But there's a problem here. Godzilla is anything but cold. As far as I'm aware, Godzilla has never had the power to freeze things, so we have to rule out the true King of the Monsters as to how Ghidorah was frozen so fast. So what was the cause of this? The Monsterverse is a fictional universe, but it has still always stayed true to what's real in our actual world for the most part. And as far as I can tell, there is no natural source of power on Earth that could freeze such a giant being instantly, even during the Ice Age. This likely means that Godzilla had help with his original battle with Ghidorah. But who was this help? Was it another kaiju? Or maybe something even more out of this world? As far as I'm aware, and after a little bit of research that I put in, I wasn't able to find a kaiju in the Godzilla-verse that specified in freezing things. Now if some of you know one, please let me know in the comments below. Mothra seems to make the most sense to me, as we know that Godzilla and the Queen of the Monsters have a symbiotic relationship and have helped each other all throughout history. The only issue with that is that I've never seen Mothra have the ability to freeze something, so I can't fully 100% say it was the Queen who froze the devil with three heads. Which leads me back to a cause that keeps being brought up here on Dangerville: good old aliens. Most of you would know that aliens have played a big role in the history of Godzilla films, and to me it isn't that far-fetched to believe that back in ancient times when Godzilla and Ghidorah had the original fight, the extraterrestrials may have played a part in trapping Monster Zero. Other than another monster having enough power to freeze Ghidorah, aliens are the only other explanation as to how such a powerful being can be frozen so quickly. We know that early humans were around to witness this, as there would be no cave painting that featured the fight otherwise. And it just so happens that the humans from this era started to embrace the idea of powerful beings, or what they called gods, that may or may not have appeared in the sky, and this correlates with reality as well. But yet there are still millions around the world who firmly believe in extraterrestrials, and even those who think they've been here in our past and have helped shape what humanity has become. So who's to say that Ghidorah was not trapped by aliens during his fight with Godzilla? What do you think? What's up, Al?
I wouldn't have been able to make today's video if it wasn't for Squarespace, who reached out to us and gave us the opportunity to tell you about this beautiful online platform that lets you create your very own website. Making your own website has never been easier. With tons of templates to choose from, you're allowed to personalize your page to really represent you or your company. Just see how quick and easy it is to set up your own homepage. And you can even purchase the domain directly from Squarespace, which makes it significantly easier. For 10% off your first purchase and a free trial, just type in squarespace.com/Dangerville.
Alright, thank you, Squarespace. So unless the Monsterverse continues and we get those prequel movies set way back in ancient times that were mentioned by Mike Daughtry and many other people over the last few months, go check out Walking with Godzilla. We are probably never going to know why and how exactly King Ghidorah was trapped in the ice in Antarctica. Nonetheless, I thought bringing this up with you guys would be a fun idea, and I hope you enjoyed it. Down in the comments below, let me know how you think that devil with 3 heads was trapped in ice. Also, if you want more Godzilla videos like this, make sure to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, all that dang jazz. We're getting to that time of the year where YouTube likes to poop on creators. So your ongoing support would really mean a lot, guys. On that note, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.